Hello everyone, this is Luke from the Clueless Casuals, and today we will be playing, well, this is the first episode of a Final Fantasy III Let's Play. So let's jump straight into this. Now this is a game I've partially played before, but I've never really finished it. So I thought I would try it and actually record it. So, this is just the normal intro, and this is Lunith, one of the main characters from the game. Now, as is in at least my Final Fantasy tradition, I will be keeping all the names as they are throughout the, all the games, generally. And here we jump straight into our first battle. Now it's just your kind of basic early start stuff, nothing too strong, taking them out in one hit, not taking a lot of damage. So this will be just a fairly quick sort of blitz through the early areas. Now throughout the Let's Play, I am not planning on cutting out any bits. I might have to if there are just endless sections of me getting lost. Because as I said, I've played a bit of it, but I don't know the majority of it very well. So it's all a matter of trial and error. And now we finally have control of our character. So we explore deeper into the dungeon. And actually get a little bit of early defense, so I think we will throw that straight on. There we are. Oh, and another bell. I mean, if it starts getting to the point where, I'm in some higher level dungeons and it's kind of seen it all before, I might start cutting out some of the battles but still leaving the exploring bit, just because sometimes they can be a bit endless. So it'd be nice to focus more on the story than have 100 episodes of just constantly battling. And here we have a shiny spot on the rock, which will open us a little passageway, which is always handy. As I said, As I said before, this is the first episode of our first playthrough, so it's kind of a new thing. Anyone who does eventually watch this video, feel free to lend a helping hand in how I can improve. This is a completely whole new thing for me. Oh, we got a job level increase. So in this game, as I feel is probably similar with a lot of the Final Fantasies, you have a character level and a job level. So your character level is the one that sticks with your character, and then you have your job level, which you can change jobs throughout the game to kind of fit your team needs. Now, I generally with this one have a fairly sort of similar setup that I tend to keep to. Now this is getting a bit ridiculous now, isn't it? So yeah, normally this first area doesn't take too long to get through, but there just seems to be a lot of encounters right now. And I think I got a longsword I forgot to equip, so I'm going to put that on this battle. I shouldn't have to use a potion after this one. No. Another job level increase. So we'll bring up the menu and wrong one. We will equip the longsword for more damage. I mean, hopefully things won't take so long to kill. Ooh, an Antarctic wind. And another potion might be useful later. Those aren't, I always thought they took 2 hits, they weren't as strong as I expected. And there's an actual character level. So yeah, I'm hoping within this first episode we can get through the starting area, maybe meet a couple of the other characters, because they all appear fairly early on, but then I haven't played much further after that. I'm definitely still within the first sort of 10-20% of the game in my own playthroughs. It has also been a very long time since I played the game. It's the first time I installed it on my computer in a long time, because I'm playing on the Steam version at the moment. Now you may be wondering why I'm starting the playthroughs on the third game. Partially it's due to the third game being the earliest one that I haven't finished yet. I have finished the first 2 games. However, at this current point in time, I do not physically own the games, which, if I remember rightly on laws and such, it's illegal to emulate a game unless you own the physical copy, so I'd probably prefer to pick up the physical copy before I start thinking about putting it on the channel as Let's Play. Just to kind of keep things safe. And here we are, that was quicker than I expected. And here we are, big scary turtle. Another thing I guess is technically your first boss, kind of fairly healthy, take a little bit of working at to take down, but as it is your first boss it shouldn't be too difficult. Don't have any magic yet, but there is one item which is really useful, which is the Antarctic Winds. They are super effective on the turtle, because well, they're super effective, but it deals a fair amount of damage, so it's good to help take it down quickly. Obviously all monsters will have weaknesses to certain magics, so that's generally a good thing to learn throughout the game. Oh, there we are. No, again, quicker than I expected with that one. A decent amount of gil as well. Starting to get into the main aspects of the story and why you are here. So as you can see, our main character here is being talked to by, strangely enough, the Crystal, who is telling him what he needs to do. Well, it's in a very sing-song fashion, but the gist of it is understood. And poof, suddenly we are outside of the cave and back onto the overland. Or overworld, I guess it would be overworld. So yeah, the whole experience seemed to have left our character a little boggled. Now if you go up, you can go back into the cave. I guess you can do a bit of grinding there if you want to. Any grinding I do in the game, I will do off camera, just as I said, so it doesn't take up a lot of recording sort of time. So if there's sort of episodes where there's a big level gap, you know why, and I will probably explain that at the time. So now we are in the first town of No idea if I'm pronouncing that right. Just a little update on the channel as I talk to various NPCs and such in the town, find out what I'm doing again, because as I said, it's been a long time. This is a new channel. This is the first episode of a first Let's Play. And what this channel is me and my partner Danny will be doing various separate Let's Plays, maybe joint Let's Plays in the future, and possible videos involving books and animes and such, and maybe branching off into other areas in the future. So that's kind of what we're hoping to do. I think for now we're just kind of taking it slowly, sticking to 1 or 2 Let's Plays and try and get out what we can, try and set up some sort of schedule. I'm hoping if I can do a bulk of maybe 7-8 recordings at a time, I can upload a 15-minute episode a week, because I think we're capped on 15 minutes for the moment, as most other YouTube channels are. So yeah, as we're learning, something's gone down, and there have been problems in other towns as well. And we are going to go talk to the town elder, who is this gentleman here. So as you hear, the elder of the town is merely setting in stone what the crystal said and simplifying it down. So yeah, I think for this episode we will leave it at this point. So we've kind of gone through the early dungeons, learning how to fight monsters, taken down a first sort of cave, and started off on our journey. So this is Luke of the this is Luke of the Clueless Casuals, and this is the end of our first episode of our first Let's Play. So as I said, if you can kind of help us out with any feedback, anyone who watches this, that would be wonderful, and I will see you all in the next episode.